You're not giving me an A, give me an F. You giving me the worst grade in the world, worse than an F, is a D. Because with the D, even though we love the D over here, you know which D I'm talking about. But with the D, oh, my coffee looks so good.
It does. Compared
That
to
don't even look like
water.
coffee. That's not even coffee.
The way the whipped cream is running down the side of the coffee,
That is over.
the white stuff is run down the side of my face from time to time.
That looks really good. The
That
coffee
does
looks
look good.
That's my coffee.
It does look good.
If I drank coffee, I would drink that.
That looks like coffee.
Y'all hire clowns as if you were running a circus. So you get a circus and you hire clowns. Anyway, moving on.
Take it from the people who play cards for him. He be cheating.
No, I only cheat on Uno. Only Uno. Only Uno.
Uno, Tuno, Luno, he is a cheater.
Everything.
If you cheat,
See, they said you probably look. He said you probably do cheat. He do.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm out of here. Bye.
OnlyFans so that you can look at the longer videos and you can go in the comforts of your own little room at the boarding house, rent it home, grab your little Albaline and smoke it out for as long as you want it, playing it over and over and over, the long videos of Malik's long peen, because you have an infatuation with his long peen. I am certain that at this point you want him to shove his long peen somewhere inside of your body. I'm just saying.
Double.
There he go.
Y'all wasn't gonna pay me the oldest one on here.
You did not send me a text, a link.
I did.
I do have to
On the
say,
flyer.
Ty, you were in the group chat on Instagram, whatever Instagram that was.
Wait, what? Kenny? Love you down. I don't have no problem with Kenny. I like Kenny. But Kenny girl. Kenny girl. Kenny girl, we did not think he was nobody's straight. Neither did we think he was nobody's top. At best, verse. If I stretch, maybe if I stretch, I might give you verse top. I'll stretch to give you verse top. But you do know that we had already deduced that you like to have spoons dipped into your sugar bowl, right? We had already. I mean, I don't think there's anybody, even DeAndre, who professes that he's the top, and Archie, who professes that he's the top. They profess that he's straight tops. You ain't gonna get me to believe that they had a spoon dipped into their sugar bowl every now and then. The least about JG.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one.
That's our kid.
Well, definitely what I like the most about David is
Y'all girls need to understand. Girl, you had a bust down. Girl, y'all had a one-night stand. Y'all got drunk one day. Y'all had a one-night stand. It was good that night because you was drunk. Probably if you was sober, you gonna be like, girl, this wasn't even that good. But girl, you was drunk as fuck or coked out or a combination of the two of them. Whatever the fuck y'all do down there to the LA. Y'all had a good bust down. It was what it was. You should have kept it moving.
All right. I am late. I know. Listen, everything that can go wrong today has gone wrong today. We have had a lot going on today. It is a miracle and act of God that I am even here. And I have no idea how I managed to even put together this Manic Monday in record time. But better late than pregnant. I mean, never. All of that good stuff. Yeah. Chicken. Get your chicken here. We are here. I apologize. But isn't it better for me to be late than not be here at all? Isn't that, I'm just saying. Hashtag IJS. Anyway, hello to everyone in the chat. I have missed you over the weekend. Hey, Jason. What's good, bruh? Cajun is here. Diamond Pearl Jim, how you doing, boo? Crazy homebody girl. Cherise, Xavier, Nessa is here. Happy Monday, everyone. Montrez, what's good, boy? Pinky Tiki, Symmetry. You know, we all are in the building. Everybody's filing in. Miss Bay thing. TJ is here. Jay Parrish is here. Hey, y'all, we are here. We have some things to talk about. We got some things to talk about. Ooh, child. Danny done made her way in the building. Lemon Kush Pepper is here. I'm glad to see y'all. I am glad to see y'all. Listen, we've been working hard this weekend, okay? Can somebody put in the members only chat that we are live? I'm just saying. We're going to cut through all the pleasantries today because we are late as hell and we need to get this party started. Y'all know it take us a long time. I have no idea how I managed to put this together, but nevertheless, it's together. It's here. We about to get this party started. Hey, CK Amelie. How you doing, boo? How you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Oh, Jesus. Let me get that together. All right. All right. There we go. There you go. Telling me no again. There you go. What am I doing? I'm having a swig of, what is it? I got another one of the strawberry apricot Red Bull. I'm trying not to overdose on my watermelon. Y'all know watermelon is my favorite. I love the watermelon, but I don't want to overdo the watermelon. So I got strawberry apricot, which is good as well. Hey, Kelly Hans, what you doing today? How you doing? How is you doing? No, this is not a mixer. This is just what I'm having first. You've never had the watermelon Red Bull? It's been out for a few years now. Hans, it'll change your life. I'm telling you. Hey, little baby, what's going on? All right, let's get this party started. It's time for my favorite segment. Okay. My favorite segment here is, of course, hashtag ABCs, which is now morphed into hashtag ABCs / hashtag go with God. Hey, David. Hey, Harold. Hey. You been sick all day? Child. Well, I hope to bring you some laughs. I hope you have a good time. And there's a cute man for you to look at. Okay, we got some palate cleansers at the end. Hopefully that'll, lift your spirits. The blackberry ginger ale is the best one, Tracy. Please be clear. The blackberry Canada Dry is the GOAT. It is undefeated. Okay. Should I post on the socials? Let me post on. I'm not gonna post on Instagram. I'm just gonna post on YouTube because sometimes the notifications don't go out. Did y'all get a notification? Put a 27 in the chat. If you got a notification today, put a 27 in the chat. If you got a notification today, hold on. Sometimes YouTube be playing with the notifications. Okay, notifications went out today. Okay, YouTube, you did your job today. It's about damn time. About damn time. Did somebody put it in the members only chat? I don't want the members to say I ain't tell them. God, my internet acting real funky today. Oh, y'all put it in the chat. Okay, great. Sometimes when I tag everyone, um they get it. Okay. I ain't even looked at the members only live. I ain't even put Erica Ash. So let me start off with that. Um Rest in peace to Erica Ash. I did see and I just didn't get, I told you I was really um I was really rushing today to get through this to get this to y'all. But Erica Ash, actress Erica Ash, she has passed away at, I think she was only like 46 or something like that, as well as the wife of Colin Powell. She passed away, Alma Powell. She passed away as well at the age of 86. I told y'all these people are leaving here like they know something we don't know. So just wanted to give them to their just due, because I don't have them in the deck on for Silly Saturday today. Hey Gabby, hey Therese, hey everybody, as y'all come in, y'all ain't missing out. We just getting started. Hey Cams, what's good, boo? Ciao. I'm just saying. All right, let's get this party started. Here's the first one. Listen, I don't care about white people and their alleged bulges that they have going on down to the goddamn diving competition at the damn Olympics. I have been quite enthralled with the Olympics. Something about this year's Olympics has me really much more vested in than I was at the last Olympics, which ended up being in 2021 instead of 2020 because of COVID. But I really wasn't vested into those Olympics. But I've really gotten back into these Olympics. Hey, Ravine. Oh, she was 49, not 46. Thank you, Kelly. But I really am into these Olympics this go around. No, I don't like the pink meats. No. No means no, and yes means no. We are not into the pink meats. No. Sorry. We don't care. A bitch just can't. I'm not looking at this man and his 3.75 inch peen that is allegedly bulging in his Speedos. Sir, put that thing away. Put that little thing away. Listen, little tink tink. Little tink tink. Little tink tink. Please put that thing away. Please. There are women and children watching. You say you fall asleep. Listen, I've been heavily enthralled. I've been watching Fred Richard. I've been watching Simone Biles. I've been watching swimming. I've been watching the diving competitions. Meanwhile, I think I saw this competition and still didn't see old boy's alleged bulge. Ciao. I'm just saying. Are we having you know what? I did not think about that, little baby. But seeing as how I'll probably have, I might end up doing Silly Saturday on Sunday next week because I got to go out of town again, but I'm supposed to get back Saturday night. So if I get time, I may do one on a Silly Saturday on Sunday, like a Silly Sunday instead of a Silly Saturday, or just do it on Monday, and then I'll see if I can have a Olympics edition of palette cleansers. That's a good idea. They have been good, Miss Bay thing this year. They have. Hey, Yana, what's good, boom? Ciao. Anyway, we don't have time, sir. We don't have time. Go with God. The headline alone, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'll let you read the headline on your own. This is shit we didn't need to know. See, this is the kind of shit that be Silly Saturday after dark. Ooh, that might be a good idea. But yeah, we don't want to know what you and Taylor Swift got going on, sir. We don't want to know. I promise you. We don't want to know about you having the mayonnaise mama on your licking hole. Okay? We don't want to know. Travis Kelsey, you and your mayonnaise mama stay out of our goddamn timelines. Leave us the hell alone. We want no information about what you and her got going on. All of the wrestling y'all got going on in said bedroom. We don't give a damn. We don't. We don't care. This shit is nasty and disgusting. Once again, women and children may see this headline. We're not doing this. Mm-mm. No, sir. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. No, sir. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. Sir, go with God. We don't give it. We don't give a damn. A bitch can't. A bitch just can't. Another. We're in the middle of election season, so all of the racists, all of those people on the other side are going to start to reveal themselves if they haven't already. We don't give a damn about who Jake Paul is endorsing. We don't give a damn. Keep that shit to yourself, okay? We don't give a damn. I mean, you're going to have a whole ass load of people, chomping at the bit to let you know who they are and are not voting for. Mind you, these are ill-informed people who have no clue of any of the real issues, no clue of any of the real backstory and history of these candidates. They're just going with what they think is popular at the time or what will garner them the most clicks and views. Kiss our asses and go to hell. Sir, go with God. Now you probably can't fill in the bubble correctly, let alone hit the right button to vote. Child. It do look pretty good right there. Here, I don't know if that's an old picture or not. That might be an old picture, so I must say maybe it's an old picture, but it do look pretty good right there. I'm just saying. Let's delve into the dossier. Did you tell that yo man? Wait, did you tell that to your man Wiz? I saw that. I saw that, Tracy, and you notice I didn't bring that up. We're not going to talk about that, Tracy. I saw that. It upset my spirit. I got to move on. Thank you for bringing me down, Tracy. Way to go, Tracy. Ciao. So, listen, let me tell y'all something. So we had these opening ceremonies on Friday, right? My best friend called me. I was at an event, so I couldn't watch the opening ceremonies. I had to watch the replay. My best friend calls me and said, dog, you about to do a Martin Mama when Celine sing. Now, for those of you who don't know, me and my best friend Lingo, when my best friend calls me and say he did a Martin Mama, or you about to do a Martin Mama, or a Martin Mama is about to happen, what that means is you about to be either crying hysterically, you about to be running back and forth through your house like you caught the Holy Ghost, or some emoting is about to happen that's way beyond the normal level of emoting. I said, dog, Celine is not about to have me over here crying and stuff like that. I'm a grown-ass man. I ain't about to be over here crying. No, God. Baby, Baby Shark, doop, doo 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 doo. Listen, when Celine Dion started singing, by the time Mama finished that song, baby, I was crawled in the fetal position, bawling my eyeballs out with real thug tears over here. I had real thug tears coming out my eyeballs. I love Celine. Listen, I'm a Celine Dion fan. Let's be clear. Celine Dion fan over here. Okay, baby, I was in the fetal position in the hotel room bed, bawling my eyeballs out at Celine Dion. God of mercy. I said, Lord, Celine, girl. Child. Child. I said, you better sing, Celine. You better sing that song. Now, I know this song because I got an aunt who's heavy into classical music. And I was talking to Really B earlier today. I was telling her, I said, I remember that song because my aunt used to play that song. And I remember it was a lady because she used to have a video and she used to watch it on the video. And there was a lady, I can't remember the lady's name, but she was a French lady. She had short hair. She had short, dirty blonde hair. She used to sing that song. My aunt used to play that song. So when I heard Celine sing it, oh man, it just took me out. Took me all the way out. Listen, our asses was over here. Ain't not nary one word that woman was singing. But the way she sang it, we felt her. We ain't need to know the goddamn words. Hell, we don't know all of the words that fucking Michael Jackson said all of his songs, but we be over here feeling it. Okay? I'm just saying, because the people say, Mama say, Mama say, I'm a Maku side, and the man says, I'm going to say one more time, I'm not going to stop. However, we didn't know that. We were just singing and dancing. Baby, so we didn't need to know nothing Celine was saying. We didn't need to know what language it was in. We didn't need to know what it meant. We didn't need a translator. All we knew was that lady opened her mouth and hollered and sang and sent us on to glory. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. We was thinking we was never gonna see this woman sing again in life, and that woman got on that stage and sang like it was the last time. Now I don't know if it is gonna be the last time. I don't know. I hope not. But if it was, we appreciate you. We thank you for it, Celine. Girl, you know we love you down. Thank you, Celine. Girl, I was over here with my real thug tears. I know in black circles, Xavier, we say Mama say, Mama sa, Mamaku sa. But that's what we say. But that's not what the actual words say. Child. The words say, I'm going to say one more time, I'm not going to stop. That's what the words say. I'm just telling you what I know, Xavier. Now, mind you, Xavier, I ain't know it said that till maybe about 3-4 years ago. I promise you, I ain't know till about 3-4 years ago. And then once they told me that, it kind of ruined the song. I was like, I don't need to know the real words. You gonna let me say Mama say, Mama sa, Mamaku sa for the rest of my life. I don't give a shit what the words are. The words in my brain are Mama say, Mama sa, Mamaku sa. We don't want to know what the real words are. I don't care what Michael Jackson is saying. Lord. Go look it up, Gabby. I'm just telling you what I know. Listen, matter of fact, Gabby, don't go look it up. Do not ruin your childhood like my childhood got ruined, because I don't care. I don't care what the lyrics say. I am always gonna say Mama say, Mama sa, Mamaku sa. He was not speaking in tongues. Now I'm gonna pay somebody to tell me what they said on the breakdown or Lionel Richie's all night long, all night, all night, all night long. If somebody, because I think they switched it to Swahili or Yoruba or something like that in the middle of All Night Long by Lionel Richie. I don't know what they were saying. I have no idea. Fumbalipe epibata. Yeah, jumba jumba. Oh, yo, jumba fumbalipe epiba. Yeah, jumba jumba. That's what it say. I don't know what the real words are. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Wait a minute. Put a 27 in the chat if I just told you what the real words of that song was. If you never knew what the real words of that song from Michael Jackson Wanna Be Starting Something was until today, put a 27 in the chat. I just want to see who ain't know. Wow. Interesting. Child. Well, I'm glad. See, you learned something today. You cannot leave here. Hey, Devo Foster, saying you did learn something today. Tumbleweed, this is okay. Listen, I told you, Xavier. I don't know what the word said. I didn't know what the words say. I just listened to it growing up and didn't know what All Night Long said. I knew it was in another language or he was speaking a song or something. But yes, I wasn't that far off. Listen, I wasn't that far off, and Danny just put the words in the chat. Hey, Gumbo. I only knew because I remember looking the lyrics up years ago, child. I had to look the lyrics up after somebody told me that was the lyrics because I didn't believe them. Anyway, Celine, we love you, girl. We hope and pray that that's not our last time seeing you perform. But if it was, girl, you sent us on the glory. Girl, thank you for all of the. If it was, I'm not killing the woman off. I'm not saying the lady ain't gonna sing no more. But if it happens to be one of the last times, maybe we show appreciate you for it. We love you, Celine. We love you that. Oh God, Jesus God, what? Oh God, how the fuck we go from Celine Dion to this, L Teddy? What the fuck were you doing when you were producing this? How the fuck do we go from having our fucking life talking about the greatness that is Celine Dion to this fuck bitch right here? Well, we're fucking here. We are fucking here, aren't we? We're fucking here. Well, like to hear it, here it go.
Put in clips of Kamala Harris stating things. I don't need politicians to state things. I need politicians to do things. When I met with Kamala Harris after she summoned me, I said to her straight up, you talk out two sides of your neck and we don't know what you're talking about. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Kamala Harris who's trying to shut me the fuck up. Because I told her straight up that I feel like she is disingenuous in her messaging. And she said to me, well, you're being too critical. And I said, I am a voter. I'm supposed to be critical. That's my job. And I want to see actions. She said, well, how am I supposed to talk about racism in America without calling Americans racist? I said, well, first of all, there are many racist Americans, but there's also policy, legislation, institution, and systems that are racist that need to be addressed. They need to be addressed. And if you're not going to do that in an actualized way and in a loud, bold way, people will never really know where you're coming from. Well, you can't tell me how I feel. So I'm not telling you how you feel. I'm telling you how you sound. I'm telling you how you sound. Okay? The truth is that you should always question your source and what are their intentions. And what you all need to know is that I don't need to do any of this. I don't need to talk about any of this.
just want to go on record saying that it used to be years ago on this platform, I was by myself over here screaming from the rooftops that this bitch was just fucking loony, that there was a problem with this whore. And people used to be like, oh, no, El Teddy, no, you're so mean. Why are you doing that to her? She's not a bad person. She's so insecure. Don't you see they have her on these shows and she's hosting this and all of that? Remember when I was the only one screaming from the rooftops that this bitch was a problem? You people looked at me like I was crazy. And I told you that this whore was a problem years and years ago. Y'all looked at me like I had lost my mind. The bitch is certifiable. I believe no words of what she said. If you expect me to believe that she sat down in a room with Kamala Harris and had that back and forth conversation with her, you're dreaming. I believe no parts of that. Because for all of the alleged wokeness that she have, for her being this abolitionist in her mind, what the fuck where's the tail of the tape? Where are the receipts? Where is the evidence of anything you've done for this community? Now, if you want me to go down this road with you, Amanda, we could go down this road, because I really don't want to delve into a place where I have to drag out the part that, from what we understand, you are multi or biracial, ma'am. And it's always people like you that's either multiracial, biracial, have some semblance, if they wanted to, of passing, that try to be uber black and just go way further into, their wokeness than the rest of us, to try to legitimize themselves when they don't feel legitimate. We know the bitch is a liar. She's a known, habitual, and pathological liar for her own gain. So why would it escape me that another time, when at this particular junction, when it would seem to benefit her in the form of clicks and views, that she would make this whole story up? Bitch, I don't believe no parts of you going to Kamala Harris and having this whole conversation. Don't believe no parts of it. None. Because even if I agree, even if I accept you saying you was in a room with Kamala Harris, that's not the conversation you have with Kamala Harris. At no point during Kamala Harris's career are you going to sit down with her and just act like you taking her to task like that. Have you seen this woman's career? She has a stellar career. She has actually done things for black people. Hello, newsflash, lady. If you're really as researched, if you're really as, woke as you say you are, at every stage of her career, she has always been on the side of black people, doing real tangible things for black people. Where the fuck do you come off? You haven't done anything, ma'am. You're just pontificating. You're just spewing out things that you think are going to legitimize you and make you feel more black, because you may have this separation from your blackness because you're biracial and multiracial. I see this shit all of the time. She never addressed anything, Cams. She never addressed it. She never does. The bitch is certifiable. And the fact that she continues to show her ass up in our timelines, the fact that she continues to be a thing where people reference her and people are going to her to see what she has to say about shit, is a travesty of justice. She says a lot of things, Harold. She says a lot of things. I'm so sick of her. But no, I was not going to skip it because a lot of y'all people used to be over here dog walking me and dragging me years ago when I kept my foot on this bitch neck and y'all saw it for her and y'all thought, you know, she was this great person. The bitch ain't shit. She ain't never been shit. She won't never be shit. Go away from us and die slowly, ma'am. Go away forever. I know it's getting demonetized. You, Cam, you know how it is whenever this bitch is in the goddamn dossier. You know this shit ain't gonna be monetized. Fuck it. There goes the whole monetization. There goes the whole fucking soon as you saw this picture, y'all knew how there goes the monetization. L Teddy won't be getting monetized for this shit. Fuck it, we're here. Fuck that bitch, we are here. Fuck you, Amanda Sears. It's because of you I don't get monetized, you raggedy bitch. Ooh, but she is, Yana. She is certifiable. Oh God, I gotta move on because I got a whole hour and a half that I got to fit into 45 minutes, and I'm not gonna spit it on you, Amanda Sears. Your ass is fucking ridiculous. Go away. Go with God. God, this is a story. Where's Tracy C? Tracy C. We got another story. Tracy C. We got a new story. Remember Mariah Mills and Zion Williamson? Well, Tracy C. Tracy, where Tracy at? Tell her to come fall out the bushes again. Girl, we got another one. Hey, Aquarius goddess. Child, I ain't even got the time, Aquarius. I'm not gonna do it with her. So Tracy, we got a new girl. Let me give you this story, Tracy. Girl, we got a new one. This is our new Zion Williamson and Mariah Mills. Girl, let me read this for you. Now, the young man you see on your left is Seattle Seahawks first round draft pick Byron Murphy II. He was selected as the 16th overall pick. He's a defensive tackle from the University of Texas. Well, the woman you see on your right, conveniently, Tracy, her name is Ms. Mariah Monet. And who is she? She's a transgender escort who says that Mr. Murphy owes her $15,000. So she decided that she was going to wake up and choose violence and put him on blast on social media. His agent released a statement saying that he's being extorted. Here's part of the statement from his agent. Quote, recently, my client, Byron Murphy, was the victim of an extortion attempt from a text conversation that began and ended online. He had no contact with this person. This blackmail scheme has targeted other young players in the league. We have notified the NFL, turned the matter over to the FBI. Anyone involved with this scheme will be prosecuted. End of quote. But according to Miss Mariah Monet, Byron Murphy II planned to have her flued out to where they were having training camp so she could eat his she could eat his booty hole, suck his dick, and lick his balls. She provided Instagram DM messages as evidence. Now, Byron Murphy apparently just proposed to his longtime girlfriend Maya, which makes the situation way more complicated. Child, girl, child. Now, one of the messages that she showed from her phone with Byron Murphy II says, let me know what the flight and my team, we gonna be staying at the Hyatt Hotel, Lake Washington. So let me know the prices. That's so she could go ahead and book the flights and he could pay her. And she said when he told her that, she replied, "What day I need to look for?" And she asked him if would it be only for one day. He then says, "I'm gonna need you to eat that dick from the 20 to the 22nd. Balls too." I don't even know what that means, from the 20 to the 22nd. I don't know if those are the. Let me show you the pictures, because y'all might think I'm making this up. I need y'all to see the pictures. Hold on. Hold your line. Because I don't want y'all to think I'm making this up. Okay. So let me let y'all see the pictures. I don't want y'all to think I'm making this up. God. Hold your line. But where's Tracy, girl? We got another good one. We got another good one, bitch. Girl. Yeah, it's just those two. Those are the only two that she showed. I'm just trying to make sure those are the only two messages she showed. Yeah, okay. So it's hard to see because they're real small, but let me do this. All right. Here's the first one. Let me see if I can't blow that up. That's me blowing it up. That's about as good as I can get, y'all. I can't really make it no more bigger than that. I could do this maybe, but that's about as good as I can make it. There's that first message that I read, and then this is the second one. Let me try to make that a little bigger. All right, there we go. Well, he said, "I'm gonna need you to eat that dick from 20 to 22nd. I don't know what the Xavier, what does that mean? I expect you to these your people, this Gen Z. Xavier, what does that mean? Please help me. Montrez, Xavier, all my Gen Zers, can y'all help me with this? I don't even know what that means. We old over here. We don't know what that means. Does that mean like is that like slang or something? 20 to 22nd? I don't. I mean, only thing I don't know about that is like TLC said the 23rd second of loneliness, and we don't. Oh, those the dates? Oh, okay. Those the dates. But okay. So he meant 3 days. Okay, because she did ask him, was it for one day? And he meant for 2 days. Okay. But y'all over here talking about calling FBIs and y'all don't inform the NFL. Hey, bitch. He sent the woman the messages. What the fuck is the FBI gonna do? What is the NFL gonna do? He wanted to have the woman flued out. The woman was gonna get flued out to, quote, eat that dick and balls too. I'm sure she'll be eating his ass too. Child, I don't mess with Sped Trade, but I don't do that much texting. What you got to do is you send them, here go my number, call me on the phone. You call them on the phone, and then you might could, talk to him that way. But trying to read, you don't be texting with Sped Trade because you can't understand what they be writing. They don't understand what they be writing. Child. But now the woman said you owe her $15,000. That's what was agreed upon. Okay. The woman say run her coins. His name is Byron Murphy the second. That's his name. The woman said, run me my coins. That's what she said. She said, run me my coins. We gotta listen. Child. Hey, hell, she had the vanish on, but mama knew to get them receipts though. Mama, every time he said something, mama screenshot it. She ain't wrong. Mama is a professional. She ain't new to this. She true to this. Okay, run that woman her coins. Run that woman her coins. The woman, you owe that woman. Run that woman her $15K. You ain't hurting. You just got signed for the NFL. Girl, that's not even half of your game check. Run that woman her coins. I hope your girlfriend Maya that you allegedly got just got engaged to. I hope she assorted sizes of strap-ons for you, since we know that's what you like to have done to you. And you know, she could listen, tell your little fiance buy her assorted, you know, sizes and strap-ons, because it seems like that's what you like. I'm just saying. Child. Listen, Tracy, she learned from our girl Mariah Mills. Said, girl, let me get my coins. Girl, let me come up. I ain't mad at it. Bro, you ain't even that cute. It ain't you, bro. You should have just paid that woman and went on with life. All of this, we call it the FBI. We call it the NFL, sir. If they investigate this, aren't you going down with her? Because aren't you a perpetrator of this alleged prostitution ring or escort ring or whatever the fuck is going on? Aren't you just as guilty as she is? I'm just asking. Child. They need to communicate on platforms that prevent screenshot. You ain't lying, Vanessa. You ain't learned yet? Girl, boom. See, what you're supposed to do is not have no evidence. That's the problem with Gen Zers. They always want to put everything and have too much evidence. What you're supposed to do is say, hey, here's my number. Reach out to me. Give me a call. You give them your Google Voice number. They call you, and you go down. Now, if you want to record this call, you can go ahead and do that, because all you're gonna have on there is me saying, hey, what's up? What did happen? I don't know what you're talking about. I see you. Just if you want to talk to me, meet me at such and such time. Girl, you're gonna have to really get me. You're gonna have to really get your Olivia Popo. I don't get these people evidence on me like this. Not in black and white. I'm just saying. Anyway, so we'll be monitoring the situation because we really want updates. Child. Listen, Kev, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. I'm just saying. I know what I'm doing. Anyway, we'll be monitoring the situation. Girl, Mariah, get your money. Love you down. Mr. Murphy, yeah, we'll be monitoring this. I'll keep you updated. Good with God. Y'all been asking. She said y'all asked and she answered. I'm sorry, that wasn't her exact words. Her exact words were, you called, I answered. That's what she said. She said apparently she worked out whatever she had to work out with married to medicine contract, and apparently, according to the T, the M, and the Z, she's back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you about me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. There's nothing that's going to make me want to go watch this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. This shit is unwatchable. It's unwatchable. Why? You can't add nobody to this show that's going to make it watchable, okay? Like, there's nothing you can do. Nothing. Child, they talk about bringing back that racist white lady, Kim Zolciak. They bring it back. Phaedra. Y'all just trying to do everything in the world. Unless you bring it back Bolo's dick and actually showing it to us, then maybe we'll come back and watch that. But we only gonna watch that one episode and keep it the fuck moving. So unless you bring it back Bolo and his dick and showing us his big, 11 by 8-inch dick, we don't care. We don't give a fuck. And even if you brought Bolo out, we done already seen it. We done seen him stick that shit in a watermelon. We done seen him stripping for everybody. We done seen him down to what is that show Tyler Perry got? All the Queens, man. Girl, you ain't showing us something we ain't seen before. We all have Twitter. There's nothing you could do to make us want to watch this show again. I mean, unless you bring it both Bolo and remember that season they had Ridiculous on it, the stripper guy Ridiculous who could suck his own meat or whatever on there. That was years and years ago, child. Anyway, I mean, unless you bring it to both of them on to do a little flip flop session on one of the episodes, then maybe we'll watch it. But if it ain't that, girl, we not trying to see it, honey. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, girl. Give you Sky Black, he'll have you too. Even though he got married to that girl from the show, he'll have you too. But he's the whole girl. You won't like him. Hell, he real femme. I mean, if you into the femme tops, or from what I understand, he ain't even no top girl. He like to get his cakes clapped. He like to get his box beat in, girl. But that's a whole nother story. I got some stories from some friends down to the LA and Atlanta about him, but that's just a whole nother story. Anyway, so unless you like him femme and you like to get your top on, then you can go ahead and have him and he'll be glad to let you have him. Anyway, I mean, anybody's gonna be watching this shit? Anybody? Can somebody put it? If you're going to be watching this, please put a 1 in the chat if you're looking forward to watching Phaedra on this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. If you like me and don't give a damn, please put a hashtag ABC a bitch can't or a hashtag GWG for go with God, because a bitch just can't. Ma'am, go with God. I just want to know. I'm just saying, hey, Miss Shorty B. Girl, Phaedra. And I'm sure they think they turning it today, because they're gonna have the people talking about it. Hell, ooh, Phaedra coming back. Oh, girl, we don't care. Them ratings ain't gonna do no better. No better. Girl. Child. Care. We don't have this type of time. We have other things to talk about. Ma'am, go with God. We have a lengthy sugar spike segment. We don't have this type of time. Wait, this is bad producing, L Teddy, because this was definitely supposed to be in the sugar spike segment. God, how this didn't make it into the sugar spike segment is beyond my level of comprehension. That means I was really going fast, but we're here. Nevertheless, we're here. So Lil Pump, I told y'all all of the people are coming out because it's election season, so they want you to know who they're voting for. So rapper Lil Pump, I don't even know who he is. He's saying that she has no African heritage and saying that she isn't black. Now, if for those who don't know, rapper Sway Lee over the weekend was over there making allegations about Kamala Harris's race and how he wasn't voting for her. And so Lil Pump decided to follow suit and also alleging that she isn't black. Lil Pump says she's only of Indian heritage. Where do y'all find these people? These are Xavier's and Montrez's people. I'll give them the Herald too. These are y'all people. These are y'all people. These are y'all people. Because I promise you, I can't name you one thing that this man sings. Not one. With not one. But isn't Lil Pump white though? Is he white? He looks white in this picture. Is he white? Somebody help me. I don't know these people. Is he white? And if he is, who are you to be telling people who is and is not black? Oh, he Cuban. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Thank you, Nessa. He Cuban. That makes perfect sense, because I keep telling y'all, Cuban people are some of the most racist people in America. A lot of the Cuban people are way more racist than white people. I'm telling you what I know. I'm trying to tell you what I know. Is he with the Migos? I don't know, Ravine. I don't know these people, Ravine. Ravine, I'm too old for these people, okay? Oh, he's Cuban. He's from Miami. Oh, that's the worst kind of Cuban. Oh, yeah. So he's definitely racist. He probably grew up, you know, I don't give him Hialeah Cuban because Cubans from like Hialeah are less racist than the Cubans from like down south, like Little Havana, from the Coral Park area, the Killian area, the Palmetto Bay area. All of those people that is south of the airport, all of those people, them the real racist Cubans. The ones that live out in Hialeah Gardens, they racist too, but they're not as racist as the ones that's down south. I'm just telling you what I know if you ever visit Miami. But that makes all the sense in the world. Child, I'm just saying. I don't listen, sir. Nobody gives a damn about you and how you feel. Go to fuck with God. K Michelle wants y'all to know. Oh, he's from the Flagler area. That's close to Little Havana. That'd be considered Little Havana. Like if he's on Flagler Street, yeah, that's Little Havana area. Ciao. Anyway, K Michelle wants y'all to know that she got her a new record, country record deal. So she signed her first record deal as a country music artist. She just wanted y'all to know. I didn't give a damn, but yeah. She signed with BBR Music Group / BMG Nashville. And she signed her first record deal as a country music artist. Baby, I don't know. I wish you well. Now, I'm never gonna take away from this woman how talented she is. I went to school, we were in school the same time, watched her sing. Back then she was just Kimberly. She wasn't K Michelle. But girl, Kimberly, we don't care. We really don't. I promise you we don't. Anyway, well, I just got a text message from Really B. Oh, happy for her. K Michelle is a rattler. I want her to win, but she's usually the one in her own way. She's been problematic since her days at FAMU. Little baby, you know the story about her running against her LS for Miss FAMU, when the Deltas and the AKAs only run one candidate for Miss FAMU. It's only one Delta and one AKA, and she said, "Fuck that! I still want to run," and broke the rules, and she ran against her LS. Just a mess. She been about their life. Child, are y'all here for K Michelle Country album? Please let me know. I won't be here for it. I'm just saying I won't be here for it. Yes, she did, little baby. I remember it was the talk of the time. Listen, that shit at that time, you can imagine back then. It was a real situation back then. Little baby, it was a whole situation. Anyway, so Simone Biles' mother is giving some to Snoop. She says that she ain't never gonna forget how back in 2010, you act like you didn't know her, and her and some Biles, and you slighted them. They act. She said they asked for a picture, and he said to wait 2 minutes, and then he was gone. Girl. She said that to him in his face. She said, back in 2010, we came up to you and asked you for a picture. And you said, hold on for a moment. Wait, give me 2 minutes. And then you walked the fuck off on them and didn't come back. Then there's that. I don't know. Listen, I ain't mad at you, ma'am. If he slighted y'all, call his ass out. Call his ass to the carpet. We here for it. Call his ass to the goddamn carpet. Call him out. Be like, excuse me. Be like, don't come over here. Don't be over here talking about, hey, Simone. Ain't no hey, Simone shit. Bitch, remember back in the year of our Lord 2010 when we tried to get a picture with your punk ass and you said wait 2 minutes and then walk the fuck off? Keep walking now, bitch. Don't try to know me now. Don't try and act like we good now. Don't try and get over here and take pictures with me. Bitch, you can't have no pictures. Ciao. Now, the mom was kind of saying it, you know, tongue in cheek. I think she really meant it, but she wanted him to know, bitch, we remember. We don't forget. You know, she done got over it, but she wanted him to know, bitch, we remember, lest we forget. I'm just saying. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Yeah. Right, the North remembers. All right, but that was real funny to me. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender-conforming members of our audience, it is now time for your Sugar Spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like. Major Sugar Spike.
So long, I want to fight. That he gave, his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. Now, Elon Musk, who's always doing the wrong thing, who's always full of shit, okay? He's taking some on his own platform, the Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. He getting 2 to the head, 3 to the body, because the other day he reposted something and put, this is amazing. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me pull this up because y'all need to see this. Hold on. Let me show you what he posted. Let me let y'all. I'm gonna make it big too so y'all can see it. Let me take this. Okay. I'm gonna let y'all see this and then y'all can go from there.
I, Kamala Harris, am your Democrat candidate for president because Joe Biden finally exposed his senility at the debate. Thanks, Joe. I was selected because I am the ultimate diversity hire. I'm both a woman and a person of color. So if you criticize anything I say, you're both sexist and racist. I may not know the first thing about running the country, but remember, that's a good thing if you're a deep state puppet. I had 4 years under the tutelage of the ultimate deep state puppet, a wonderful mentor, Joe Biden. Joe taught me rule number 1, carefully hide your total incompetence. I take insignificant things and I discuss them as if they're significant. And I believe that exploring the significance of the insignificant is in itself significant. Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time, and there is such great significance to the passage of time. Another trick is trying to sound black. I pretend to celebrate Kwanzaa, and in my speeches, I always do my best Barack Obama impression. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type. And okay, look, maybe my work addressing the root causes of the border crisis were catastrophic, but my knowledge of international politics is truly shocking. The United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. It is an alliance that is strong and enduring. And just remember, when voting this November, it is important to see what can be unburdened by what has been. And by what has been, I mean, Joe Biden. You think the country went to shit over the past 4 years? You ain't seen nothing yet.
So he retweeted that and then put, "This is amazing," because he thought it was real. The person who made it, first of all, the person who made it with AI, and I think it was dangerous for him to do that. The person who made it alleges that it was supposed to be satirical, it was supposed to be satire and comedic, but that shit in the wrong hands, like it became, goes a long way, because as you can see, someone would take that and really think that that's real. Someone would take that shit and really think this is the kind of shit, this is the kind of advertising that they send to groups that they believe are on the fence. For example, the algorithm targets black males with this type of bullshit because the talking points on the other side and in mainstream media is that, oh, black males are on the fence and, you know, they don't see it for Kamala Harris. And, you know, those are the ones that you can get to come over to your side. And those are the ones who you can capture on the Republican Party. So we then get bombarded with this type of fuck shit, all types of AI, all types of anti-Kamala messaging and stuff like that. This is a goddamn mess, and this is the danger of AI. Remember last election cycle in 2022, we talked about robocalls being made with AI. Remember there were robocalls being made with AI voices of candidates that were completely not that candidate, and you couldn't tell the difference. Now, there are laws in place right now since the last election cycle against using AI for political campaigning and things like that. And it's being looked into that you just put this out there, sir, and just let this lay there as if this was gospel and this was truth. And this is the dangerous part of what happens when you have AI going on. Monitor, y'all, what you look at. This is why so much misinformation gets out there, because someone will take this, run with it, and it'll become the talking points of their venom vitriol against Kamala Harris, and they'll be totally wrong, but you can't tell them that, and they'll go back and point to this video as receipts as if it's gospel, which is why, and I'm not trying to down talk TikTok, because there are a lot of great people on TikTok and a lot of people do some great research, but I never take anything on any social media as a primary source or a source of truth. Just because somebody said it on TikTok, I don't know if it's true or not. Just because it's on Wikipedia, I don't know that that's true or not. So you really have to really, and it's a shame that we're at this point, because the general public is not going and doing the amount of research that they should be doing to validate and verify the validity and accuracy of some of the things that's put out there. However, if you do want to be informed, and I thank you all that come over here, because I try to be very respectful of your time and put things out there. I don't put things out there until I've gone through my own vetting process of validating the validity and accuracy of that. But I'm just telling you, this is the kind of fuck shit that permeates social media and is going to get worse between now and November 5th. Go somewhere and die slowly, sir. In more Kamala Harris news, now this is some good news, a good news update. The mayor of Mesa, Arizona, who's a Republican, in the form of one Mr. John Giles, he has formally endorsed Kamala Harris and not Donald Trump, and he is a Republican. So has also, and this was last week, the former lieutenant governor of the great state of Georgia, who's also a Republican, has also endorsed Kamala Harris and not Donald John Trump. Which is a good thing. There are a lot of people that were middle of the road, a lot of people that were maybe Nikki Haley voters that were not, that some of the never Trump Republicans and some of those Republicans that still believed in some of the original ideals of the Republican Party. Some of them are coming across the fence and across the aisle to endorse and or come out and say that they will be voting for Kamala Harris, because they just can't see them voting for a demagogue that openly is saying that they are hell-bent on destroying all that we know to be a democracy. So shout out to the mayor of Mesa, Arizona. In more sugar spiky news, so get this story. Y'all want some tea? This is the time. If you like sugar spike stories, if you want some tea, sit down, have a good seat, get your popcorn. It's about to be a bumpy ride. Oh, I got some tea for y'all, and I ain't seen this yet in mainstream media, but we got some tea. Are y'all ready for the tea? Put a 27 in the chat if y'all are ready to get the tea. Cha. Yeah. I just want to know. Girl, we got some tea, girl. Y'all ready? All right, we got the 27. All right, girl. Y'all come close. Now we got to whisper this because it ain't in the mainstream media yet. So we got to and I vetted this. I looked at a couple sources and I vetted this one. So apparently there the messages, the leaked messages may come out. If they don't, it's okay. So you have JD Vance, who's out here openly saying, castigating the LGBTQ plus community, calling people without children less than citizens, and openly touting that our voices don't mean as much, and saying that openly against gay marriage, openly wanting to make it illegal to declare being transgender. Well, guess what? Let me read this article for you, which I think you'll enjoy. JD Vance has changed a lot about himself in recent years, from his stance on racism and Donald Trump to his support for transgender rights. The Republican vice president nominee didn't always hold such extreme views, according to Sophia Nelson, a former classmate and close friend of JD Vance. In fact, there was once a time in which JD Vance supported the transition of said classmate, Sophia Nelson, and voiced disdain for that classmate has voiced disdain for how he's now running his campaign. According to his the classmate of JD Vance, Sophia Nelson, they have messages between JD Vance and themselves. They shared these messages with the New York Times. These messages reveal how JD Vance went from supporting Sophia Nelson and their identity to then switching and supporting anti-transgender legislation. One exchange from 2016 shows an apology from JD Vance to Sophia Nelson after the publication of his Hillbilly Elegy was after his book was published, Hillbilly Elegy, and the apology was due to him incorrectly referring to Sophia Nelson as a lesbian. The message says, quote, "Hey Sophs, here's an excerpt from my book. I send this to you not just to brag, but because I'm sure if you read it, you'll notice reference to an extremely progressive lesbian. I recognize now that this may not accurately reflect how you think of yourself, and for that, I am really sorry. I hope you're not offended, but if you are, I'm sorry. Love you, JD." End of quote. Sophia Nelson says she replied back to his message saying, quote, "If you had written genderqueer radical pragmatist, nobody would know what you meant." End of quote. Sophia Nelson, who says she met JD Vance while they were in school at Yale, said that the candidate had even been supportive of their transition. They previously opened up about a time shortly after they had undergone top surgery in which Vance brought them home-baked treats as a recovery gift. And it goes on and on. I don't have as much time as I want, but this falls right in line with everything we know about Republicans. They say one thing on televisions, claim to tout one thing in their legislations and in their political ideologies, and then on the backside, it's completely different. Completely different. So for all of this, I'm against trans people and all of this stuff like that. Child, girl, this is not a news flash to us. But what I hope that the other side does is take stuff like this. Y'all want to castigate me and tell me what I was. Well, let me show your MAGA nuts who you are. Let me show them that you're a raving trans lover. JD Vance. This selection of JD Vance is looking day by day as probably the thing that's going to Donald Trump does enough by himself to lose the race, but this JD Vance thing is going to exponentially make that even worse. Marcus, you say he be on Tinder? Just come on, child. Just come on out. Right, just come on out. Listen, Marcus, I'm waiting for the next shoe to drop that says Mama be at the Republican sex parties over there next to Lady G. Lindsey Graham doing lines of coke off of the penises of male escorts. I'm just saying. We got to move on, JD. Speaking of the girls fighting, girl AOC and Vivek Ramaswamy is going at it on the Twitter, and I am living for it. They are going at it, honey. Baby, they are going at it, okay? So let me read this real quick. Republican Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez on Monday doubled down on Democrats' strategy of labeling the GOP presidential ticket as weird after former GOP candidate Vivek Ramaswamy criticized the argument as dumb and juvenile. Here's what she wrote on Twitter. Quote, "Being obsessed with repressing women is goofy. Trying to watch what LGBTQ plus people do all the time is abnormal. Punishing people who don't have biological offspring is creepy." End of quote. She went on to say in another tweet, "It's an incel platform, dude. It's super weird and people need to know." End of quote. She was responding to a post from Vivek Ramaswamy, who criticized Democrats on Sunday night for calling former President Trump and his running mate JD Vance weird. He said on Twitter, quote, "This whole they're weird argument from the Democrats is dumb and juvenile. This is a presidential election, not a high school prom queen contest. It's also a tad ironic coming from the party that preaches diversity and inclusion. Win on policy if you can, but cut the crap, please." End of quote. Let me pause right there. Vivek, you're telling the Dems that they need to run on policies where the man at the top of your ticket, his whole way to combat Kamala Harris is to call her a bum. That's what's going on the other side. The vice presidential nominee is calling people crazy cat ladies. Donald Trump this weekend is, debasing himself to third grade name calling, lying Kamala. She's an idiot. She's a bum. And you, Vivek, want to somebody about winning on policies when your side hasn't named a single policy except for wanting to strip people of rights. That's what we're doing, Vivek. That's what we're doing. You're a fucking clown, Vivek. You're a fucking ass clown. Anyway, let me continue. Democrats seizing their moment, pouncing on Vivek Ramaswamy, calling people childless cat ladies, calling members of the Democratic Party childless cat ladies. They seized on it and they're pouncing all over social media. I'm just saying. Senator Brian Schatz of Hawaii said on X Sunday night, quote, "Assigning extra votes to certain people based on the size of their family is weird. Banning library books is weird. Government being in people's bedroom is weird. Government being in the exam room is weird. Saying weird is not a schoolyard taunt. It's an observation." End of quote. And they just got, they're all coming out, with their alleged, with their, verbal jabs on the Twitter. I'm here for it. I'm in all of the comment section. Here for all of it. I'm just saying. Here for all of it. I'm just saying. Exactly, Cams. Exactly. Ciao. Moving on. Joseph Robinette has come out with some talking points where he has some proposed things that he would like to enforce with the Supreme Court. Come in, Joe. Come in, Joe. Come in for a second. Let me talk to you for a second, because I'm fair and balanced over here. I got to be equal and honest when the people get something. I have been over here screaming since the fall of 2020 when you were first elected and prior to you being inaugurated, sir. I've been screaming for you to do something about that fuck shit y'all got over there called the Supreme Court. Y'all been here. Some of y'all been here for it. Some of y'all have been here, heard me screaming from the rooftops about what the fuck we need to do with the Supreme Court since before he was inaugurated. I said your ass needed to stack the Supreme Court, add more justices. I said that you needed to put term limits on what they do. I said all kinds of stuff. And here we are, some 4 years later, after you declare that you are no longer running for the office of the president, when you are now a lame duck president, right? And now you want to enter into the zeitgeist, some things that you want to implement with regard to ethics or rules governing the Supreme Court when these bastards have been fucking, had autonomy to do whatever the fuck they wanted all this time, take bribes, get paid off, be involved with insurrections and the possible attempt to overthrow the fucking government, involved in all of that shit. And now all of a sudden, when you ain't got nothing to lose, now you want to throw out some rules that you want to put in place at a time when there's not an ice cube's chance in hell that any of it will matter or actually see the light of day in Congress. Really, Joe? Really? Girl. Joe. I looked at that. I said, girl. Girl. What you need to do, Joe, is stay in the background. You even bringing this up, knowing that there's not an ice cube's chance in hell of this happening, it's never going to see the floor of the only way this can happen is via an act of Congress, which is not going to happen. So by you bringing this up, this forces Kamala to now have to answer all of these questions about all of the things that you brought up, because everybody's going to say, oh, do you agree with President Biden? Are these rules that you'd like to implement? And even instead of allowing her to put out things that she wants to do with regard to the Supreme Court, now she has to be asked about what you want to do and address it as if she has to rubber stamp what you said instead of coming up with her own things that she may want to do once she takes office. This shit is ridiculous. It's negligent, Joe. And you're a career politician. You should know the fuck better. You should know the fuck better. I don't like that, Joe. I don't like that. Work on the shit that you need to be working on, which is getting Benjamin Netanyahu the fuck out of Gaza. How about you work on that shit? Let me move on. In our last sugar spiky story, God of mercy, God of love. Oh, this is a real pickle. I might have us we actually have another story from this state, that from Virginia, that we have to tackle in Teacher Project. So I'll do it now. This story is from Virginia. So apparently cisgendered students are now allowed to sue Virginia schools to avoid sharing restrooms with trans classmates. A Virginia court says a cisgender student may sue her school district for making her share restrooms with trans girls. A county judge said the student, whose name has not been released, can bring her case forward, according to the conservative Washington Examiner. America First Legal has financed the student's case. Fairfax County, the largest school district in Virginia, was among several districts last year who rejected Republican Governor Youngkin's directives to discriminate against transgender students, including by requiring them to use restroom facilities matching their gender identity instead of their gender assigned at birth. Fairfax County Superintendent Michelle Reed in August told a local Fox affiliate schools will still require trans students to be addressed by preferred names and have access to restroom facilities and activities aligning with their gender identity. But the court ruling means a Fairfax student can now sue the school and the school officials over that policy. The legal complaints alleges the student is being forced to violate deeply held personal beliefs. Quote, petitioner is a practicing Catholic who believes that God created each person as male or female, that the complementary sexes reflect the image of God, that sex cannot be altered, and that rejection of one's biological sex is a rejection of the image of God in that person. End of quote. And that's according to the lawsuit. Listen, we got the Wild Wild West out here. So now, once they rule on this, you're going to end up having, because it's going to make its way through the Virginia judicial system, and once there's real precedent set on that, you'll have the copycat states that go and make an open season for litigation against school districts, against government officials, or against anyone that they allege is forcing people to go to the bathroom with people with trans people. Now here's the deal, especially in the women's bathroom. How the fuck do you know who's trans and who the fuck is not? Because in the women's bathroom, y'all have all stalls. Are you going into the stall with people to look between their legs and check? Because last time I checked, you can't see a goddamn thing in the women's bathroom. Now in the men's bathroom, depending on which bathroom you go in. You're at the urinal. Some of them urinals don't have dividers, so you can see all glory. You can see everything somebody got going on. Those are the bathrooms I like. But but if there's a trans man that enters a men's bathroom, they usually go to the stall. We don't know. And in the men's bathroom, we go in there, use the fucking bathroom, and keep it the fuck moving, because we don't give a damn what you got going on, unless you're a whore like me. You know what I'm saying? A mess, but I can see this being a problem. We live in a very litigious society. The people are gonna be suing everybody breathing. We'll monitor this situation. Check us out on Teacher Project 2.0 on Wednesday, where we'll have more about this case and other cases in education. It's time for Kanaki's Kaki's Corner, and today we're going to the great state of Nevada. These are your Senate candidates. These are your candidates for the United States Senate in this upcoming election in November. Now, Jackie Rosen is the sitting incumbent. She's the sitting senator for the great state of Virginia. She's an incumbent. She's up against Sam Brown, who's a Republican nominee. He's a Afghanistan war veteran. He's an Army veteran. He got injured in the Army after an IUD exploded on him. He received a Purple Heart and all of that. He has all of that going with him. And so now he's running for Senate in the great state of Nevada. Jackie Rosen, and it's a toss-up. This state, by every poll that you can find, it's basically a toss-up. It could go one way or another. And the Senate cannot afford to lose any seats. We already can pretty much count on West Virginia losing that seat because Joe Manchin, because Joe Manchin is not running anymore, and West Virginia is staunchly red. So we can go ahead and chop that up to the game. We're also looking at Montana, where John Tester is having the fight of his life in Montana with that Senate seat, which probably will go, because that's a red state, and him being a Democrat, he's having a fight of his life for that seat over there. Hey, Janae. So they're hoping the Dems are putting money over there in Nevada. We hope to see Kamala go out there and campaign with Jackie Rosen just to drum up more support for her. I'm sure in the coming weeks we'll see the Obamas out there, and all of the people who can drum up some votes go out there, especially to these states that are either swing states in the presidential election, or states where there is really contested fights for those Senate seats, because just winning the presidency won't be enough. We certainly need to make sure that we keep the Senate. All right, so those are your Senate candidates for the great state of Nevada. We don't have a video breakdown today. We already had 2 videos today. We videoed out. Hey, man. It's time for the year of music. What year do you think we'll be doing today in the year in music. What is your guess on what year we will be tackling in the year in music? Y'all have really started to like this segment. And I'm glad that you like it. For those people new here, the year in music segment is where we look at the best R&B albums, not singles, but albums of the year for a specific year. Oh, I forgot to put the year up there. So I'm telling you, the year that you're going to see is wrong because I just remembered I forgot to put that slide. Damn it. I forgot to put that slide. I think we didn't do 1988 Volvo. We did 1986, but we didn't do 1988. All right, the year is not 2002. The year is actually 1987. The year is 1987. 1980. Yana got it right on the head. We're looking at the best R&B albums of 1987. So, number 10, Atlantic Star, All in the Name of Love. My favorite song by Atlantic Star is on this album. Always is my favorite song by Atlantic Star. Girl, you are to me all that a woman should be, and I dedicate my life to you always. That's my shit. That's my shit. Love this album. Great album. Great album. Great album. You was listening to this today? Child, great album. That's your birthday, TJ? Child. So some of these songs might be how you got here. Some of these albums might have got you here. TJ, girl. Stevie Wonder, Characters is number 9. I remember this album. I think my favorite song on this album was You Will Know. I did like You Will Know. Good album. Well, Stevie don't have no bad albums. Stevie don't have no bad albums. Listen, Spicy Original, and I will love you so for always. And we both know that don't get me started. You was in 9th grade, Ravine? Okay. Number 8, Stephanie Mills, If I Were Your Woman. Listen, we know what the best song on this album was. I feel good, baby. I feel good all over. You and I. Come on now. That right there, that's probably one of Stephanie Mills' best songs. That's probably my favorite Stephanie Mills song. Now, some people may say Home is her best song, but Stephanie Mills' best song is I Feel Good All Over. That's her best song to me. I'm just saying. That is her best song right on this album. I'm just saying. Touch Me Now was a good song too. You love Stephanie Mills, child. Stephanie Mills was a whole situation. Child. That's in one of your libraries on the greatest hits. Okay. Patti LaBelle was supposed to sing I Feel Good All Over. Interesting. Stephanie Mills does have she's a little lady, but got a huge, big voice. Child. Number 7. Listen, this shouldn't have been number 7 to me, but a lot of people say that this is I hear a lot of people have mixed reviews on this album, which was Whitney's second album. My favorite Whitney song is on this album. My favorite Whitney song is Didn't We Almost Have It All? I'm just telling you, that's my favorite Whitney song. But when I listen to this album, this is the album that Whitney's voice to me was the best version of Whitney's voice. This is when Whitney was a true soprano. Her voice was up there in the stratosphere. She was giving you riffs. She was holding out notes. This is before her voice and her lungs got ravaged with smoking and crack and all kinds of stuff. This album, to me, is when her voice was at its peak. This is for me when her voice was at its peak. And for me, that song that gives me everything I need to know is Did We Almost Have It All. Now, I Want to Dance With Somebody. I believe somebody checked me on it. I believe that's her, outside of I Will Always Love You, which is her best-selling single. I believe I Want to Dance With Somebody is her second best-selling single. I think it was. So Emotional is a jam. I get so emotional, baby, every time I think of you. Listen, that was the whole jam. Where Do Broken Hearts Go? That modulation on Where Do Broken Hearts Go gets me every time. And now I know, where do broken hearts go? And they find their way home. Back to the open arms of the love that's waiting there. And with somebody. Listen, I'm going to listen to this. Whitney, I got you, girl. I'm going to go listen to this album. I'm just saying. Just going to go listen to this album. I'm just saying. Great album. Great album. Did We Almost Have It All? I told y'all it's my favorite song by her. My favorite song by her. Jody Watley, this album was a great album. Great album. Some Kind of Lover was my shit. Don't You Want Me? That was my shit. This was a good album. I'm looking for a new love, baby. A new love. Ow! Yeah. I'm looking for a new love, baby. A new love. Listen. Great album. Great. You're Some Kind of Lover. This was a hot ass album. Y'all can say what y'all want. Jody Watley was in her bag on this album. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Ciao. Number 5, Alexander O'Neal's Hearsay. Now, Alexander O'Neal is really slept on. Now, his vocals ain't all there. But back in the late 80s, in 1987, Alexander O'Neal was at his peak. Do you hear me? Alexander O'Neal was singing his face off and was at his peak in 1987. I'm just saying. Hearsay, great album. The man could sing. He can't sing now. But the man could just flat out sing. Flat out, flat-footed sang back then. Prince, Sign of the Times, was the double album. This was actually a double album back then. I know y'all saying that ain't that many tracks, El Teddy. Well, back then it was released on vinyl. There was like on the first vinyl, it was a double vinyl. The first vinyl, you had tracks 1 through 4, Sign of the Times, and all the way down to the Ballad of Dorothy Parker. On the back, on the B side of that vinyl, you had it all the way down to Forever in My Life. Then on the second vinyl, you had the first, I believe, 4 songs. You got The Look down to I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man, and then on the back you had The Cross down to Adore. It was just a great album. It was just a great album. You got The Look Was Your Jam, Crazy On Body Girl. Child. Great album. very wildly critically acclaimed. Keith Sweat is number 3. Now, y'all know Make It Last Forever is probably his best song. This is, to me, when Keith Sweat this is the best version of Keith Sweat that you're going to get. Vocally, this is the best version of Keith Sweat you get. This is when baby Keith Sweat, if you were in high school, this album right here, if you were in high school in the late 80s, this album got heavy rotation. I'm just trying to tell you what I know. Don't stop the loving. Don't stop the love. Ow, that was my shit. Of course, you know, Make It Last Forever. Listen, there's a right and a wrong way to love somebody. That was my shit. Right or the wrong way, that was my shit. Something, something just ain't right. This album is Keith Sweat's best album. He was in his bag. Keith Sweat was in his bag. If you were in high school and you did listen, this album was everywhere in 1987. I'm telling you what I know. It was everywhere in 1987. How it's not number 1 or number 2 is beyond my level of comprehension. But yes, now if you was born in 1987 or 1988, I promise you, your mom and daddy probably conceived you off this album. I'm just telling you what I know. If you was born in late 1987 or anytime in 1988, yeah, you probably was born off of this album or maybe off the album that made number 1. Number 2 is Michael Jackson's Bad. It came out this year. I was surprised that it did not get number 1. However, Michael Jackson's Bad was more of a pop album, just like Whitney's album was more of a pop album than R&B. But because they were black, they always got put in the R&B category. To me, this is the 3rd best Michael album. To me, Off the Wall is the best album for Michael. Even though my favorite Michael Jackson, one of my 2 favorite Michael Jackson songs is Human Nature, which is on the Thriller album. But in terms of just the music and the singing and everything, Off the Wall is number 1 for me, followed by Thriller, and this may be number 3. I Just Can't Stop Loving You is probably my favorite song on this album. I Just Can't Stop Loving You. I love the melody of that song. I love Saida Garrett on that song. I Just Can't Stop Loving You. I love Dirty Diana. Oh, I love Dirty Diana. Another Part of Me is also my job. This was a good album, Michael. I ain't gonna even lie. This was a great album as well. So Liberian Girl is your favorite? Okay. Great album, Michael. I ain't even mad at it. Leave Me Alone was good. Smooth Criminal. Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Now that I look at this album, Quiet as It's Kept, is strong, Michael. This album is strong as hell, Michael. This is a strong album, Michael. I ain't gonna even lie. Can't even lie. I can't even lie. This was a strong album. Great album, Michael. Number 1, when I looked at the number 1 song was actually on, the number 1 album was actually on the top 10 albums for 1986 when we did 1986, but it was at the bottom of the list. It's the number 1 album for 1987. It stayed at number 1 on the R&B charts, the number 1 album from the beginning of the year all the way until June, like half the year. It was the number 1 album on the R&B charts, and that's Freddie Jackson's Just Like the First Time. Strong album, awesome album, probably his best album. But to Tasty Love was my shit. Can I tell you how Tasty Love was my shit from this album? And of course, Jam Tonight. Don't you wanna damn tonight? Listen, great album. This album was everywhere as well. Great. I don't want to lose your love. Oh my God. I can't let you go. This was a great album. And the shit stayed at the top of the R&B charts half the year. There has been no album that I've looked at when I looked at the charts as I've been doing these year in music. There's no album that stayed number one longer than this album stayed number one in 1987. I mean, and we're talking consecutive number one weeks on the R&B charts. Awesome album. Awesome album. Actually made it to the top 10 in 1986 and was released toward the end of 1986 and stayed as one of the number one albums almost the whole first half of 87. Great album. I ain't even mad at it for Eddie. He does Ravine go unnoticed and unrecognized for all that he did in R&B. He was just a tremendous voice. Wonderful voice. Another voice that I love that people don't talk enough about is Peabo Bryson. I used to love me some Peabo Bryson too. You don't hear enough about him. Another voice I love is James Ingram is one of my favorites. Of course, y'all know Jeffrey Osborne is one of my favorites. There are a lot of male R&B voices that you really didn't hear that just really don't get enough credit for what they did for R&B. We do a lot of celebrating our female R&B ladies of yesteryear, not enough of celebrating our male R&B voices from back in the day. And that's unfortunate. All right, it's time. Palette cleansers on our way out. I am supposed to be on that call. Is there? I think there's another call tonight for comment. I'll get on there when I get off. We have palette cleansers today. You saw Freddie Jackson, Peabo Bryson, Jeffrey Osborne, and Howard Hewitt in concert. Howard Hewitt used to be singing too, both when he was with Shalimar and when he got on his own. Okay. Palette cleansers on the way out. Oh. Ooh, you got nice lips, sir. I like that. Oh, there you go, Jason. You can have some. There you go, Jason. All of the nice, beautiful skin and that water. Y'all know how I feel about water. You know, they say, I just saw something over the weekend, Jason. They said Stevie Wonder was supposed to be singing on Secret Garden and not James Ingram. And because Stevie Wonder, Quincy Jones couldn't get Stevie Wonder in the studio, that's how James Ingram ended up on that song. Hey, cutie. Don't ever say I don't put people, men on here that have on clothes. He got on clothes and he's still fine. He's so fan. Hey, Brian. That's my friend Brian. I could tell y'all a story, but we'll have to keep that either on members. Yeah, we'll do that story on members only. Y'all may know him as Africano Boy. I know him as Brian. Oh, hey. Oh. Hey, pretty lady. Hey, come on. I'm sorry, Ramal. Hey, Ramal. Oh. Oh. Can we take the shirt off, please? Oh. Got on your gray sweatpants. Child, I'm mad about her abs. Can I get my abs to look like hers? Shit. Lord. Shit. For those hairy chest lovers, there you go. Hey. Oh. Who you looking at? Why he look like he looking at me? Hey. Oh. You got a lot going on back there, young lady. That's a cute leopard print, though. Okay. Here's your hoochie daddy shorts. Oh. Oh. Mm. Oh, you cute in the face. I don't like that dermal by your eye, but you still cute in the face. Mm. Oh, that's thickness. That's a lot of woman right there. Jason, you can handle all that. That's a lot of woman, Jason. That's a lot of woman. Dear God. Oh, I see that V. I see that V cut, sir. I see it. For all my salt and pepper people, there you go. There you go. There he go again. I gave it y'all 2 a.m. There you go. For people who like their men seasoned. Oh, that's a lot of woman right there. That's a lot of woman. That's a lot of woman, Jason. That's a lot of woman. Oh. Hey, boy. Oh. Just go ahead and let them pants just fall on off. Just let them fall off. Just let the pants fall off. Not the Lord is my shepherd. I know what I want. You know what? Just let the pants just fall off, sir. Just let them fall off. Cha. What you gonna do with that tongue, sir? What you gonna do with all that tongue? All that nice milk chocolate you got over there. Jesus God. Ooh, nice tatas. What you drinking on? Oh. If you like them high yellow, there you go. There you go. For all them, for all y'all who like them high yellow. Not anatomy of leverage. Oh. Hey boy. Oh. Jesus. Ooh, I could do some things with that. Oh. Mm. Oh. Oh. Baby, them hips don't lie, honey. Them hips don't lie. Jesus. Jesus. Oh. Child, he look like he'll throw me from wall to wall. Just throw me from wall to wall. And I'll let him. Mm. Oh, hey, pretty smile. Oh, yes. Come on, Bordy. Come on, Bordy. All right. Well, that is it for today. That is my attempt to give you an abbreviated version of Silly Saturday on a Monday. That's our Manic Monday because I wasn't here for Silly Saturday. And I promised y'all that I would give y'all a Manic Monday to make up for Silly Saturday. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. If y'all enjoyed yourself, put a shondo in the chat. I had to really work really hard to throw this together in like little under 2 hours. And normally it takes me about 4 or 5 hours to do this. And I had to just really throw something together. That's why I was late. So I apologize for being late. But I wanted to get it out to y'all and make sure y'all enjoyed it. I know we went over. But anyway, we here. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. I enjoyed giving it to y'all. Now it's time for me to go get something to eat and get on this call. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Listen, y'all, we're gonna be back in the saddle tomorrow. We're gonna We're gonna make sure we do what to do. We'll give you all of the updates that you need on the campaign trail, and we're gonna do it like only we can. And we'll be back at it tomorrow. So until then, that's all I got for y'all. Y'all be good, or at least be good at it. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. Love y'all.